Alright guys, what's going on? So it's shipping day here around the farm, and we are working in the packing house getting some things sent out to you guys. So live plants to your door here from Central Florida, and we grow all different types of perennial vegetables, fruit trees, and support plants that work great in the agroforestry, food forest, backyard garden system. A lot of these perennials can even be grown as an annual in a more northern type climate. So just wanted to talk to you guys about a few things today. We've got lots of mulberries going out today. That's a very common one for us. Something I want to point out again, these are delicious. These are those Evergreen tomatoes, and they don't have much of a shelf life. I talked about them in a past video, and I've probably shipped about 50 of these in the last few weeks. I've had a couple people tell me that they weren't growing or they were stunted. I told them to bury them deeper. With the tomato, it's very important. It's not like a fruit tree. We want to bury a good chunk of that stem. That'll get it growing. That'll push out a lot more roots. I can tell you the couple people that had sent me the emails, I know they put a little bit more dirt around them. They said the tomato's doing much better now. So, you know, they've been in these 4-inch pots, probably not going to get much bigger until they get some more soil. So the trick is really burying that thing a little bit deeper. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. So on the Montingia calabrera, the strawberry tree, if you guys have never tried those fruits, they're just absolutely delicious. A lot of people call it Captain Crunch tree. The fruits literally taste like cotton candy. It's something that's unbelievable. It's also something that I really shouldn't be growing here in Central Florida. You know, it's very cold sensitive. It will die back in a really cold winter, but you know, these trees are like, you know, they cost, you know, maybe 35 bucks. If you're buying them in a 4-inch, maybe 20 bucks. They fruit almost all year long. It's not a big deal. Like, I'll plant this tree as an annual in my zone 9B. If it dies in the wintertime, I'll replant it again in the spring. I didn't lose a lot. You know, everybody, they replant annual vegetables every year. You know, what's wrong with something like a Barbados cherry or a strawberry tree? You know, we're not just pushing the edge on, but we know maybe it's gonna die. You know, no big deal. We're gonna replant it every single year because it puts out so many fruits. This is a yellow variety, so this one is not as common. You could see some flowers here on it, covered, and it's covered in little green fruits. I know yesterday that most of those yellow fruits were picked off of here. Oh, here's one. So this one has a bit of a yellow to it, and it's a pale yellow color. I know some people that actually have collected seeds out of these. We do these from propagation, but they are so sweet and taste exactly like cotton candy. I can't even express it. Really interesting fruit. I think there's another one up here. It's about ripe, and everybody always asks me, what's the difference? Oh, you got ginger back here. What's the difference between the red and the yellow? And nothing other than the yellow is a lot more rare, not as common. The flavor of the fruit is pretty much exactly the same. Actually, just right here on my right shoulder, we've got those reds. So you can see the reds even have some small fruits coming on right now. And you know, these guys tend to fruit maybe 6 months out of the year. Hey, what are you doing? What's up, girl? Oh, there's Miss Kiki. Hey, girl. Hi. All right, I got to get back out here and get back to work. All right, so that's something that's ripening right now. I've also been eating a ton of Suriname cherries. Those are going off as we speak. Been getting a lot of bananas, been getting a lot of star fruit around the farm. So I've got star fruit trees going out this week. Star fruits are probably one of the most heavily productive trees I have here around the farm, along with about 10 different varieties. So I have sour ones, I have ones that are less sugar, you know, that are white like a flang tongue. I have a shrieking bangin' that has a little bit more of a bite to it. We've got the curry that's super sweet. So they're all really, really good. Something that I've been enjoying and eating a lot of lately are the Suriname cherries, and I can tell you that I collected all of these yesterday for seed. This one seems to have a much bigger fruit, and the more I eat these things, the more they grow on me, and this one's definitely not ripe. It's got to get a lot redder, but we have a black grafted variety, and then we have this red variety, and these red ones can get to be about the size of a quarter. They're still quite delicious, and I can tell you I used to really, really prefer the black, but the more I eat them, the more they're growing on me, the more I like the reds just as much. You guys can hear those crazy dogs going off over there. So let's talk about what's going out in the nursery today, what we're shipping. Like I said, lots of Everglades tomatoes, lots of different varieties of mulberry. We've got a lot of Turk's Cap hibiscus, lots of cranberry hibiscus. We've got some stevia still kind of back in the nursery here. I believe this is the world's best. We've got some pigeon pea. Oh, here's a really tiny red Suriname cherry. So I think right now, these ones aren't quite ready to go. We're shipping a 1 gallon, but pretty soon I'll have 4-inch on the red strawberry, the Eugenias, ready to go. Finally got some rooted out elderberry again. This is a select variety. We're calling this a Sandhill Select. I selected this on the side of the road near my house, and what makes it a little bit more unique from the other elderberries I've seen, it seems to flower, it seems to fruit almost all year long, and it seems to really handle dry soils. Like, we're on a pretty dry site, you know, driest part of my yard I have elderberry planted, and even there in that dry season in March, April, it's still flowering, still going off. So, you know, maybe it's more selected to my bioregion than anything. Oh, I see some sunshine mimosa hiding in there. Little guys left. That's one that we're having a hard time keeping in stock. Lots of the Nopales. I just propagated a bunch more a few weeks ago since we made that video. These guys have been blowing out, and I talked about John Starnes in my last video and how he turned me on to this one. These are delicious. I still remember to this day the first time I went to John's house and I actually tried these. You can cook this up and eat it. You can eat it raw. It has no spines in it. It has a really nice, how do I want to explain it? A little bit of a sweet sour type flavor. Very refreshing. Little bit mucinologous, definitely kind of lines your insides. Tastes good though, and it's a really nice one when you're walking around on a hot day. It's almost refreshing. So, got the regular green Nopales, got the variegated Nopales, and then the dwarf Barbados cherry. A lot of this stuff just got cut back. We have to constantly prune this stuff back for shipping purposes. Just got a bunch more of the Okinawan spinach. This is one that I have a hard time keeping in stock. Everybody really likes it, and it's a beautiful plant. Compared to your typical longevity spinach, which is just green, this one has a really nice red undertone to it. A lot of people say it tastes better. I think they're both pretty good. I prefer them both cooked. Makes a really nice ground cover, but the one with the red definitely has a little bit more aesthetic appeal to it. Really nice. Lots of longevity spinach. I think those are on BOGO right now, so buy one, get one free. Want to get some out of here. Mexican sunflower, Tithonia. You know, that's our main source of nutrition here on the farm. That's our fertilizer here on the farm. That's our chop and drop, and then if you let it get big, it does make a flower. So this is a perennial sunflower. Hibiscus cannabis. What am I seeing hiding in here? Oh, it looks like we've got some basket, maybe some of the basket vines she propagated. I can't keep up. We've got some new bananas. There's some more of that mimosa, that sensitive plant. See if we can get a little action here. So you can see it closes up. That's a native, no thorns on it, very soft, makes a great ground cover, you know, nitrogen fixing ground cover lawn alternative. So we've got dwarf Orinoco available now in bananas, and then lots of this blue porterweed. This is another Florida native, and this one has edible flowers on it, and the flowers actually taste just like a raw mushroom. You can eat them right off of the stem here. You really don't get that flavor until you get the aftertaste. But they're quite delicious. I've heard this is also highly medicinal, so making it into a tea or something like that. Ooh, something exciting, another one I could thank John Starnes for. This is a true perennial penta. I have these that have been planted here 5 years, never been replanted. You know, a lot of your standard pentas in the regular landscape industry, they've been bred away from their pollination properties. They're gonna die every single year. They're more of an annual, to where these pentas, I think I originally got this from John, but I've even seen it at the native nurseries. So, you know, this is one that flowers all year long, does really good for bringing in the beneficial predatory insects. Looks like we got some of that toilet paper plant coming up. Looks like we got some more 4-inch mimosa. Lots of cranberry hibiscus, and getting down to that tail end of the roselle. So, been kind of knocking everything out over here. Most of this 1 gallon material is for pickup. We try to ship the 4-inch just to keep the weight down, trying to get those shipping costs down for you guys. I'm still working on shipping. I could tell you when you order something like seeds, the price is just silly, but when you order a plant, it is a little bit more normal. When you add seeds to the plant, it doesn't get too crazy. So really the trick is there, you know, we don't know what the trick is. I've been looking at going to USPS for lighter items. Actually, right now we're in the process of getting a quote from FedEx, and I'm thinking about just switching everything in that direction. Parlor maple hibiscus, lots of 1 gallon mulberries. Looks like we got some rue here coming up in the 4-inch. Perennial peanut, so edible flowers, nitrogen fixing ground cover. We've got lots of these in 4-inch finally available. I have a couple of different varieties of this. I have a new Chico variety. I'm trying to read this one. This is the orange, so this is the EcoTurf. This is probably the most common one. We use this one a lot. Lots of passion fruit. We've got the Passiflora edulis. And then I have the giant one, the quadrilaris. I think I pronounced that wrong. You can see our moringas are getting so big, we've had to top them out. And I see that giant passion fruit over there on the backside, but that's a big yellow, sour yellow variety. So lots of our 1 gallon stuff over here: Rose of Sharon, Parlor Maple, Hibiscus, rue, mint, oregano, things along those lines. Looks like over here we've got some of the maybe the variegated. What do we got? When I ought to look. Oh, this is the variegated Cuban oregano. Okay, awesome. Quite beautiful. Another oregano, another mint. Lots of yarrow, that's a medicinal herb. And then back over here in this area are a lot of the 4-inch things that we ship out. Looks like we've got some more of the blue porterweed, some more of the Mexican sunflower, got a lot of different varieties of bananas. I got dwarf Orinoco, I got green. I just got some more of the Namwa ice cream in. Looks like we're doing the Thai ginseng in these 4-inch now. Lots of sisu spinach. I have a new pointy leaf variety of that. I'm pretty excited to start getting out to y'all. What else we got growing on around here? So really excited about that edible leaf hibiscus. I saw that John Kohler recently made a post about it. I shared it on my Facebook business page about the edible leaf hibiscus, the Togo spinach. There's all these different names for this one. Kiko's crump. There's a couple of different varieties, but he posted about the nutritional values and kind of blew my mind. I did not know it was twice as nutritious as spinach. I did not know it had 7 times the calcium. Like, this stuff is a superfood. Blew my mind. I hadn't seen a lot of research on it prior. We really like to use this in lettuces or as a wrap. It's a really nice leafy green, kind of slows down in the wintertime, but thrives all summer long in our heat and humidity. So that's what it's about for us. Whoa, what do we got over here? Praying hands. So really exciting variety of banana. Going to be coming out of the 4-inch really soon. We need to move those. Dwarf green, lots of those. Got lots of chaya coming up. And then Katuk. This is a summertime favorite. This is a great, green to eat raw. I love just picking the raw tips on this one. We have a variegated variety and a regular green variety, and it tastes like raw peas. Really high in protein too. I believe it's like 22% protein by weight, very similar to like moringa. So Katuk is an awesome summertime green for down here. Got lots of select varieties of pineapples. I'm not even sure if this is white jade. Let's see what we're working with here. Elite Gold. So this is another Florida variety. I know we have white jade, Elite Gold, and I believe one other. I just can't remember off the tip of my head. And I think this is more of a peat zone. You guys can't be looking over here. All right. And then I got a bunch of this Thai pepper leaf in 1 gallon. It looks like we got some coming up in the 4-inch too. So this is a beautiful ground cover in the shade. Be careful where you plant it. It's aggressive. It can really take over an area. Definitely needs to be cooked, but it's a shiny green leaf that is edible, needs to be cooked. That does great in the shade. So a couple different names for this one. I've heard it called Thai pepper leaf. I've heard it called low lot. There's a couple different common names. I need to personally learn the botanical name on that one. I do not know it. So let's go see what's going on in that shipping house. So today is shipping day. Live plants to your door. This is day 2 this week, and I think we got about 20 orders going out today. 20 orders went out yesterday. I think 12 going out tomorrow. So not a crazy week for shipping. Only one guy in here packing, but if you ordered live plants, they're getting packed up and they're heading your way soon. All right, guys, so like I said, another shipping day. I need to get back to work. I just need to tell you all, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for everybody that's been buying these plants. Thank you for everybody that's been telling your friends about these plants. Just so you know, my goal, my dream is to get more edible plants to more people's houses. It's about connecting people with what they grow, what they eat, where it came from, and y'all are helping me fulfill that dream. So thank you guys so much for the support. I need to get back to work. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe go ahead and do so. Most importantly, you know what we do around here? Pound.